Back thereof.
The boy and I.
Alrighty, so as you're kind of checking out different sections, do you go to your usual spots and kind of like who you talking to?
Time.
Under the guise of somebody else, I will ask, friends and neighbors.
Alright, so for the getting a ship to there from the port of Sleet Run over to the nobles' quarters.
Use a skiff, right?
Suppose.
Yeah, you could. You do still have some skiffs. Definitely won't be as fast. It'll still take a little time.
I would like to go fast.
You gonna take the Ferrari skiff?
Yeah.
Actually, do you know how to fly?
No.
I don't.
Wait, shit.
Do I look like a bird to you?
I mean, your clothes are like the same color as Taurus feathers.
Uh-huh.
That is exactly how it works. Good thinking, Bayless. It's the coloration that allows me to fly. It has nothing to do with the spread of feathers.
Exactly. Alright, so let's see here. Go ahead and roll me, if you're gonna obviously take this skiff, a dexterity at disadvantage.
He's gonna wreck our good skiff.
I'd recommend against flying it if
No,
you ever how to.
No, I'm not taking this. I was catching around something faster. Like a merchant going that way or something.
Alright, so
Did
go
not
ahead.
do that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me investigation and see who you end up finding.
Never gonna get there. And
Oh
never
boy.
gonna die.
Roll with advantage because Valus is helping you, right, Valus?
Hey, you helped me, right?
Yeah, I know where to buy boats from here. I bought a boat from here once.
There you
Excellent.
go. Alrighty. So you find a few of the a few more people from the sections that travel to nobles' quarters more often than not. You recognize it, especially from your family, probably ordering some things from them before. Which you do see the captain. You recognize him. He's a shorter halfling. You're not sure if he recognizes you, but you can tell he's a bit more of a hard ass. But he obviously kind of lightens up when he sees you and your finery. Welcome. What can I do you for? I don't usually deal with others on requests personally, but seem desperate for something. Are you looking?
Well, if you're going to the nobles' quarters way, could we catch a ride with you?
Well, of course I could. It would just be 5 gold, but you'd still get a pretty good cabin.
That's fine. How long will it take for us to get there?
A day and a half.
Excellent. 5 gold each?
Yes.
Okay, I'll pay for us both. 10 gold.
Please, this way, sir. What is your name? And I obviously is your personal guard. As he kind of points to Valus. Fuck the plan. What's the plan?
I mean, you didn't tell me I needed
Are we doing
to pretend to
fake
be
names?
someone else, so I'm just gonna say
Quick,
Valence.
what's your name backwards?
Slav?
Really?
You didn't tell me to come up with the fake name, so I'm just gonna say Val.
Okay, I'm gonna say my name is Winter.
Winter and Slav.
I would have just said Valis because Brad didn't
Okay.
tell me to.
Winter and Velis.
Winter and Velis. Welcome aboard. He shows you around. It's
Okay.
a pretty good-sized trade ship. You could tell they're transporting a lot of the higher quality fineries from here to the nobles' quarter, probably on personal request, or some nobles' orders of personal tastes for wine and other things.
Alright. I will spend my time trying not to talk to anybody.
That's easy enough. You could tell that the halfling captain is, unless somebody's bringing you a good meal or anything, he seems to prefer that everyone stay away from the nobles, so he, could keep a good name for his ship.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Because obviously, you're wearing finery, but the secondary part of that, Valus is walking around with an Avenger blade, which most people recognize from the city.
Oh, yeah.
I'm basically just your personal guard.
So, a lot of people are probably going to very easily assume you're either of high significance or someone's, child of significance.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, yeah, pretty much. So, that'll take a day and a half for you guys to get there. Obviously, it'll be quiet. What's everyone else doing for the day and a half that
Okay,
these two...
wanna go grab my dinner?
these two vanish off?
I have shopping.
I also have shopping.
I want shop too.
Shop,
And then
shop,
I also
shop,
have
till you're
parents to visit that better not be trauma.
Tune up, Nautilus. Fix me up, Nautilus.
If they're in a debtor's prison, I'm
Wait a
calling
second.
police.
Where'd my nest go?
Damn, the nest always running away on me.
My solid gold nest.
I left it right here in the middle of this poor urchin walkway. Who would have stolen such a thing?
Alrighty. So, obviously for the spells, Millerin,
Yeah.
you do end up finding a spot which is called Gidu's Quill, as the shopkeep in there. Not what you were really expecting is a dwarven woman. Seems to have a little bit of stubble around her face, kind of like a deep fiery red. But you could see her like organizing through some of her scrolls. Just like, what the fuck do you want, shorty?
Oh yes, look who's calling who short.
Still standing taller and thicker than you, lass, but anyway.
I'll be taller than you soon enough.
Oh, you got some fire in your belly. So what are you looking for?
Magic scrolls. I've been looking to expand my repertoire.
With that, she kind of points at her like, well, I got some early beginners over there. A little bit of some other selections on the wall. She kind of points to a few other spell scrolls, and you can tell. You're not sure what kind of words she probably has up, but the fact that she has the various spell scrolls labeled on the racks, they might not be able to leave without her kind of permission. Obviously, got a little bit of the higher skill scrolls, but what are you particularly after? Something, mid-range here on the charts.
I was looking at some of the more towards some of the more advanced magics.
I see. So your parents have been buying you some of the better stuff, then. All right.
I buy them myself, thank you very much.
I'm sure you do, lass. Don't worry about it. So she'll go over and open up one of the particular shelvings of scroll cases. Well, if you're looking at anything that kind of catches your eye, she kind of points out the alphabetical order moving down. Just be sure to, take a gander and see what kind of catches your eye. And you can see she has all the way up to pretty much 6th level spells, kind of written out, but obviously each scroll's in a scroll case, and they don't really look like you'd be able to open them without casting maybe a knock spell, which would be definitely obvious. But they're all pretty clearly labeled.
So, I mean, is there like a list she has, or am I just going to go through the spell list myself and pick some out?
You could literally go through the spell list and pick some out. She has pretty much
I'm going to need some time then.
Okay. And don't forget, up to 6th level. She buys every possible spell. It's too bad that anti-magic field would ruin the scroll.
Oh, it actually permanently ruins stuff?
If it's anti-magic and it's a magical item like a scroll, it would be destroyed. Because once
Is
the
it a
magic
dis-
is dispelled
is it
from
dispelled?
the scroll itself, the words would have no power. Because somebody put the power into it.
Just ruin her stock. By the power of the last wish in this ring, I ruin your shop.
C12 fucker. No! No, my livelihood! You cocksucker!
Can we get like a bowler caps and like fake mustaches for all the Iron family, so they can be like the mob? Come and like break your knees. They're bare.
My arm is the baseball bat.
Make him suffer.
Alien beings!
Where's my protection money?
Alright.
Look, I'm gonna be a while with this, maybe.
I figured as much. So, Miss Quintana, obviously you looking for adamantine and a weapon that would shame most people.
Yes, but I have no shame. I'm a bird.
So, obviously, Miski, it's easy enough to find where they deal with a lot of raw goods. You do end up seeing where they have some of the particular metals. You can see that a lot of the more basic ones of just the fresh iron, steel are just kind of, left out in the pallets. Other people are coming by and they're organizing it. There's large amounts of crews kind of separating them out for each order. As you do see one, you could actually see there's a tiefling who's kind of dealing out basically all the orders himself, and as you kind of finally get through the large queue line of various smith workers and other people kind of picking up different orders for various jobs, he kind of looks to you with kind of just a miserable look to his face, but trying to be polite. Like, can I help you?
Aw. You right there, buddy? You should be happy. You're working. You're outside. Are we outside? Who cares? We're outside.
Yes, you're outside for this section.
We were outside, Miski.
Look, I'm in a really good mood, okay? If this goes well, I get to make things go boom.
What kind of particular metal are you after, ma'am?
Sorry. Right. Fine, be a sad ass little bitch.
You just kind of see his expression just kind of like sink a little bit more.
I mean, now that I've insulted you, I forget the name of the material I'm off. Am I not off to adamantine?
How many ingots were you after?
Yes. Ideas and thoughts I should have had in place before I came here. I thought I was getting a javelin first. Many. How many you got? I'm gonna stuff this up a lot.
We do have a fresh batch that was recently made by the Dwarven Forge Master. He's put out a good 40 ingots.
Like, the last time I actually spoke about this was a while ago. Like, out of character. I can't remember how much I need.
I mean, speaking as a purely probable aspect, I mean, they're trying to make an adamantine cannon. I'd say probably like 15 bars would be overdoing it, but you know, if you buy extra, we can just use it for other stuff. We have a shit ton of craftsmen on the ship. Go overboard.
That is very true. At least if I nail it once, or at least I have enough to fuck it up once and then do it again, maybe.
Like, I'm sure 15 bars is more than enough for a cannon.
No such thing as
Sounds
too many.
like
Get all 40.
Okay, would like all 40. No, goddamn.
Maybe ask how much they are each,
Yeah, good point.
and then make your
Alright,
assumption based on that.
I think I would like 15, but how much are they each, and what kind of deal can you do for me? After, you know, I've insulted you and been a terrible person.
You could tell he's like trying to keep the proper sales composure.
Don't be proper, have fun.
It's well, you could see because like there's even like the supervisors and bosses that are still there, and you know, making sure the coin's being counted correctly. And he if you're buying that many, especially adamantine, usually they're about 200 a piece, but you probably, well, at least he kind of looks over the counts, and I could cut 25 off of each one since you're getting 15.
Okay, so that would be... Let me do some math in my head. Head.
How much money
So
is
about-
that in a calculator?
Basically, it's like 2,500 gold. I really doubt anyone cares. Can I have them, please? Do you want the deposit? I give you 1 gold now, the rest later. How'd this work? Give me the stuff.
No, remember what I just typed in chat? I have a quantum link to our gold pile that equals the amount of money you have to theoretically need.
Dude, I forgot about that. But if I pay up front, how quickly can I have the stock?
Right away, ma'am. It just he writes out the order and receipt, hands the paper, and it's over there, and they will complete the transaction. They'll get it to you quickly.
Okay. Thank
Just put it
you.
in the
I'll say any
portable
nice
bowl.
things.
I
Tara,
bring this
what do you
thing
say
up
his
as-
name was?
I'm not paying attention. You're the one trying to buy the metal.
Look,
I was looking
really
over
bad
there
at
at the
this.
crystals.
I have a receipt. We gotta go talk to the people with the money. You still have the hole in your pocket, right?
Well, it's like attached to the belt, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Let go. Sorry.
Alright. Obviously, be able to pay that out. You can see the merchant / boss supervisor is a dwarf and probably one of the family relation to the forge master. And yeah, he quickly would take it. He easily just quickly turns around and calls out, "Hey, Goodson! Quick! We need the special goods!" Hands him the ticket and obviously gives you full recounts of the amount. It's 2,625, cheaper discount, and we'll even throw a couple of steel ingots if you would like. With such a nice order.
Yes, please.
Sure, we have an extra dimensional pocket that's begging to be filled with random articles.
Yes.
Even better. They'll actually throw in an extra 8 steel ingots just because you bought the adamantine.
Nice.
Wow, what a bros.
All I had to do was be a complete psycho. Hey.
So,
Are you managing the horde, or you want me to do it? Because I'm scared to touch it. It's so pretty right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll do it. How much did we pay? 2,675.
2625.
Yeah.
You just said
2,605.
25.
25.
Okay.
Softly counting.
Well, I mean, 112.
No, you do you. I appreciate it because I'm out of it enough that I'll fuck up numbers.
Okay, got it.
What? What do you mean?
What? No!
Oh, wait, okay, I over. Okay, there we go. I redeemed the 25 gold that I removed. Okay, good.
Hey.
Alrighty.
We got that good metal.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, as you heading back out, I assume you're looking for.
Oh, before we leave, I should probably just ask the dwarf. That'd probably get a good headway considering he sells rare materials. I feel like that might actually be a good idea.
Maybe.
Just a bit. So, asking him for a weaponsmith.
Yeah, I'm looking for something that makes like oversized weapons, like the kind of stuff that you wouldn't normally carry around unless you had wings that could fly you around.
Oversized weapons. I wouldn't be able to carry unless you're flying around.
Or, just, excessive.
You probably want Omeron's magical arsenal.
Ooh.
Alright, I guess, where's that?
You want to head over. Hey, really? All the money's disappearing. Captain, what's going on? So it would be, he points to, you see that tower over there on the western side? And as you kind of look up, you can see one that has like this magnificent swirling purple and green orb, like two arcane elements are like constantly fighting each other. Yeah. That'd be his workshop over there.
Wow.
It is flashy. I can say that at least.
He does some good stuff. Well, a bit, flamboyant, but don't mind that. But don't shake his hand either. I don't know where the fuck he sticks it.
Ew.
So, other than that, I have got a few more customers to send. Have a good one.
You too, thank you.
You too.
Come put your hole in your pocket, let's go.
Hole has been attached.
Millie starts having airs of, I can make things!
That should be fine.
It takes literally 10 minutes.
I don't think you can make what I want, though.
I can make anything.
I want, something just so excessive.
Oh my god.
You can also buy some Residium, yeah. I think I'll actually do that while we're out, too. I assume the captain will appreciate free Residium. Well, theoretically free
Anyway, the prices of these scrolls, is that each scroll different, or is it like are they priced by the spell level?
Priced by the spell level.
Okay. Can I have the prices?
Okay.
Gotta really sort out what I'm going to do here.
Alright. Let me grab that for you. Oh, God. So. There it is. Alrighty. So, obviously, I doubt you're buying level 1 scrolls. So.
No. My list is 3rd level and up.
There you are.
4,000 gold. 6th level. 2,005. Alright. Back to my calculations so I can figure this out.
Alrighty. So, as you get back over to, well, we bounce over to Terethniski real quick.
And I think Ironstride might be with us too, I'm not too certain.
Are you here, Ironstride?
I know he was taking his boys on an iron parade.
I think he went AFK again.
Yeah.
I don't know, okay. He's theoretically there. He might be there, we haven't observed him yet.
Yeah, he's just living in the shadows.
Waiting. Lurking.
Basically. Pretty impressive considering the size he is.
No, it's that we can always hear him, just we can't establish line of sight at this current second.
Alright. So,
Alright.
as you do reach Overron's magical arsenal, you can see the shop itself, aside from the swirling mist orbs that are sitting atop. Okay.
No.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
That's
Oh
not
my
much considering.
god.
Sure. What?
Yeah, unless you're gonna get a wheelbarrow, you're gonna need me to come over with. Unless we have a theoretical multi-drifting portable over use for the entire party.
I mean, I can just dump a whole bunch of my shit out of my bag of holding and use it to carry money.
It is true.
I think we established with Caldio the upper limit of a bag of holding was like 30,000 gold, wasn't it? I remember that I had to
But
carry
we
on
do
the
have
ship.
quite a lot of platinum.
It's true.
Yeah. Which is significantly easier to.
Alright. So, as you arrive here and see the tower with the swirling mists and the orb up above, the various shops, you can see weird pipes going in and out some of the windows on the 2nd floor, and the clear shop in the bottom. You see it's these magnificent mixtures of colors and dyes all around this entire shop. Just really over the top, high energy, beautiful. You'd see a few people are kind of like perusing just out of curiosity. It's such a flashy looking shop. And as this shop continues on. You can hear, sounds like somebody with a very flamboyant voice. Like, please, darlings, come look, it's all fantastic. Even if you're just having a passing glance, tell your friends it's a wonderful show here. As you keep hearing this voice pick up, you can see what looks like a some kind of male half-elf, but seems to be wearing a dress with a lot of women's makeup. Like...
Beautiful, beautiful. Continue.
As you go to step in, it just seems like this person almost practically just kind of glides through the shop with the way they just go through so fluently. Welcome, darlings. Welcome. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? If not, just please go and have a good pass around. I even have some good alchemy supplies and a few other bits and bobs here.
Wow.
Are you Amaron? Omioron, Omicron, and unsure.
It goes to put a hand out like, Omeron, darling.
Okay, Amaron.
Oh, I love you.
I'm looking for, how do I say this? I want, like, Josh, do guns exist in this universe?
They do. They're a little more on the rare side, but
Okay.
it's a possibility, so...
I'm somewhat of a marksman, and I want something, like, I'm looking for a big weapon, essentially.
Oh, look, what kind of big weapon, darling? I mean, there's all sorts of those around here. She kind of... passes a hand over various halberds, large swords. You see a couple that would be probably equivalent to, like, full blades and more.
I don't know, maybe, like, a crossbow. I'd heard guns exist. I haven't really seen very many in my lifetime.
So you're looking for something that gives a good walloping, a good pack, a powerful punch and thrust.
Yeah, preferably from extremely far away. My bow can already do kind of far, Looking to get a little bit further.
Oh, please, come over here. It's a specialization here. He quickly, goes to grab your hand and lead you further into the shop. As she does, you go by and you can actually see a few weapons just seem to have this beautiful scintillation, almost like a permanent illusion that just glows over the top of it to give it more pop and pizzazz and beauty to the to the weapon itself.
I love this shop. It's just oh my god, that's great. Illuminated display case.
As she leads you to the further back section, this one is a particular design I enjoy the most. It still takes a little bit of the finer quality gunpowder. I know a few good dwarven craftsmen who'd be able to help you out with that. But this, I've been able to increase the range from the casual flintlock. It does take a little bit to reload, darling, but if you're looking for that very long distance shot that you're going for to outdo a good old longbow, this would definitely do you well. She kind of shows off this magnificent piece. It's got these nice little silver linings going down the entire barrel of the gun, all the way down to what looks like a sizable style. Do keep in mind, when you do fire this, you have to be sure to tuck this against your shoulder, otherwise it will actually knock you over.
Probably a good tip. My bones are hollow.
But nonetheless, it's still fairly light. Kind of picks it up with the tips of her fingers and just kind of raises it up off the stand a little bit. But I assure you, the stability of the weapon is beyond great.
Alright, this sounds like what I want. Do I need any training to be able to fire a gun?
Oh, well, you've never worked with flintlocks before, then, hold on. And she,
I shot a gun, really killed myself, but that's aside from the point.
Oh, darling, then you're definitely going to need this. Don't take offense to the title, but, simplicity is best. And literally pulls out a book of firearms for dummies.
Yes. Well, I mean, you have me sold. This is exactly what I was looking for. How much?
for the entirety of the book is a little more custom. It is expensive, but it will teach you the intricacies of these beautiful weapons. It's 10 gold for the book. Overall, for this nice little piece on, especially for this is not my flashier side. She kind of like does the little like hand palm wave over the display case that she has locked behind bars and everything. And you can see some that have like nice gold filigrees, others that have like barrels and other pieces that have like the nice illusion glow that she has permanently put over the side of it. Some that have like 1 or 2 gems kind of placed over. Of course, I still have plenty of the more simple ones if you're looking just for quality's sake and not too much about the flash.
I mean, I don't mind flash.
If you're looking for a little more pizzazz, she obviously shows a few more of the ones that are designed to have like the nice illusory glow to it.
I mean, you do know that like I do like bounty hunting and mercenary work, I assume, and I don't really think a weapon that glows is good for my health.
Mercenary. I know exactly what. You want something fierce and terrifying and powerful.
Oh Lord.
She
I like what you're
herself.
selling.
She'll go behind the counter. I usually keep these out of sight. They're a little more aggressive towards the fiercer and more powerful types. She sets it down, opens it up. It's a full black and blue steel mix with what looks like a demon that would be spitting fire for the tip of the barrel, with the tongue that just kind of like curls up, and then the tongue itself kind of comes up for the iron sights on the end.
That is beautifully over the top. I do like it. It goes well with the bow, and I'll take out the bow, showing it's made out of demon parts.
Oh, so it's even better. Your arsenal will match then. It'll just be fantastic.
Yeah, I suppose it will. Is it the same thing as the one you showed me earlier, or is this...
Oh yes, this is just another magnificent redesign. I don't expect everyone to enjoy my flavorful colors all the time, even if they may enjoy me.
Oh yeah, I mean, that is understandable.
Huh.
You do not need a bigger belt of string.
I need it!
You spent like half of our gold last time buying it.
Dab, 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 dab. You know how much stronger my dab will be at 29 strength.
You should inquire. You could be here with us.
I just want more strength to crush the bird with.
No.
Yes.
Precisely.
Do it.
Well, anyways, yeah.
Then my hand-me-down belt goes to Misky.
Yee.
But anyway, so how much?
Oh, well, for the intricacies and obviously the nicer quality of metals. Overall, this would probably... You could see she looks at just double checks on the price of each of her works. You see she has so many of them here. Be about 4,000 gold for this one.
Ah, I expected a lot more. Okay. I will give her 4,000 gold. Her, him, them.
Her, he, she, question mark.
I just pay out of my arena winnings since I'm still holding on to them, so
What?
nobody loses any money.
So, she happily closes up the case. And actually just flips it up after, the translation. Enjoy, darling, and be sure to read through this thoroughly. I don't want you to accidentally hurt yourself or maybe get it jammed.
I will, where did you say I could go buy the gunpowder? I should probably do that too.
Oh, the Dwarfen's Crafts, just a little bit further down the road. He's a bit of an oddball himself, but I do enjoy his company at night. Great talker and storyteller. She... Oh. God. It's the Misfit Tinkerer.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So So obviously you'll be able to acquire that very easily. The gunpowder itself isn't going to be very expensive unless you intend to buy like maybe a whole fucking keg of it. Or a huge amount.
I mean, we do travel a lot. I mean, I'd assume I'd probably want a good amount of surplus shot powder.
Alright, so
Like maybe enough for like 50 or like 60 shots worth would probably be about what I'd buy.
alright, so just a keg of it would probably run you about 500. And it's high quality gunpowder.
Okay, paid out of my own pocket.
Huh?
No money down. I assume that also comes with bullets.
For that, it does come with shot.
Okay.
Alright. So all that out of the way, Iron Stride. You're going to not left to be brushed up on him.
I go to not love to dab. No. Yeah, I get him to tune me up, give me a big old fix up. See what needs doing.
Alrighty. So obviously, that won't take very long. He'll fix up a few plates here and there, a little bit more damaged, and be able to fix up the other pieces that are missing. Just a touch here and there, just from the amount of combat you've recently seen.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh yeah, so Misky asking Omeron.
Yes. God, fucking... I don't know. Well, fuck off.
Don't make me stop this car right now, Misky. We go ask the nice man about javelin.
Omeron,
Hey,
darling.
you. Omeron. I completely forgot how to pronounce it. All I could remember was the Om bit.
Shh.
Om. I was wondering what you have available in javelins, because I'm not much of a bow person, and I do like throwing things. It's just getting them back is a pain.
Oh, if you're having a bit of difficulty getting them back, I do have a few javelins of returning, darling.
Oh, really? Please tell me more.
Look at your muscles. I could imagine you throw them so far it's hard to find them.
I mean, I have thrown them overboard before, let's face it. But please tell me more.
Yeah. Well, especially with these ones. After throwing them, you would be able to speak the command word to call them back to your hand. I do have quite a few that have some selections that just simply return or bamf for others. If you want to have something a little more colourful or unique, yeah, I do have a few that haven't had words imprinted upon them yet.
Ooh, I like colourful and unique. What have you got? Let's have a look.
Of course, right. This.
Oh.
She starts like. The little soft tuck, like arm under arm, like leading you over to the other side of the shop. And she, oh my god. So as she leads you over, don't mind the ones that are a little bit on the side here. And you can see one that's just barrel filler. These are the more simple ones, people who just the durable measure. But these, she kind of like, you hear her click a few like switches, not switches but clasps. That's it, on the back row of one of the shelves, and slides it out, and it raises up a little bit onto the counter, just like meant to articulate over it. And she kind of runs her hands around. These ones in particular haven't had anything, set to them personally, because I figured people would enjoy, being able to make their own words from. You can see one that has this same beautiful and glowing filigree, one that's kind of like a deep hue of red, other one that has like a little bit of mixture of green and red, almost looks like as if somebody took the definition of spring flowers and put it into a javelin, with the tip being like a thorn.
Oh.
And you You can even see that there are a few others that are just a little more menacing, and one that looks almost like a kind of like a mini prong trident, except four prongs and then one in the middle. Of course, if there's any other particular designs that you're thinking of, I could whip one up for you.
What?
Well, I do orders. I don't show these beautiful displays just for flash.
Oh, but I'm not sure how much longer we'll be here. How quickly can you do it? And how much would that cost me?
Well, if you're looking for something in a particular rush, I do have some with a more simple base design. A few halves and spearheads that I haven't had a chance to articulate to a particular piece yet. Any particular design that you're enjoying? She kind of like, runs the hand down. Just the simple designs, or even the nice, wonderful spring mixtures here. I just couldn't resist.
I have to admit, it is a toss-up between the gorgeous thorn or the trident look.
Hoping to get a nice mix of those. I did make.
Could you do something like the trident, but with corally colors?
Ooh, with a particular coral. Any kind of like a deep sea blue and a nice vibrant pink.
And yes. Absolutely.
I could definitely work with that one. I definitely have a few other pieces that would take me a little while. It would probably take me about a day, because I do keep a few extras not finished, but ready for order.
I am so okay with that. How much would that set be back? And that would also be returning, right?
Yes. It would run you. Oh, it's seems a bit expensive, but it's 1,000 gold. But it will always return to you.
I mean, as long as nobody has an issue with me spending 1,000 gold, because I don't know how much we have left
next
after.
to you and give you 1,000 gold because I still have too much money left.
Materializes.
Well, I mean, out of my own blood money.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, don't worry, darling. I'll be able to get that done right away for you. Just be sure to drop by and just say hello, and I'll be sure to go and grab it from you.
Absolutely, thank you. I'm so excited.
Look, I legitimately keep like 100 gold on me. I don't have any money.
I mean, yeah, you threw your pile of 60k gold into the Iron Stride Save the Family Fund, and everybody paid for it so fast I was able to hang on to my money. So, I still consider this money part of the family before I'm about to spend it all.
Dankeschön. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so pretty.
Huh?
Cool, I'm happy. Thank you.
Alrighty. So, that's well and handled. Iron Stride, obviously, you are nice and freshened up, rebuffed. The A3 and A4, as well as the Guardians, are looking pretty good, especially since he had some time to kind of sit down and help replace some of the parts that they needed fixing up after that battle.
Feeling shiny, looking good.
So, at this point, just a quick bounce back as you guys are all doing your work back in Sleet Run still. Obviously, you have a little bit more time to spend there with the awaiting Miski's coral javelin of return.
Sorry.
How fast does it return?
I will find out.
That
Wait, what?
literally just finger snap.
But it teleports. It's not like Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the action or new action? No, I also have questions later. That can wait.
So, Valus and Winter.
Yeah.
Are we technically in the future?
At this point, yes.
Whoa, we're in the future.
So this district would still be considered part of Sleet Run. It's just the Nobles Quarter. And for this is the Fukosia Heights.
Nice.
I love Fukushima.
So, obviously, Branimir, you easily arrive. You could see that there's a little bit of hustle bustle. You could see there's quite a few of the normal nobles and others that are, the butlers and so forth, attending to different orders. Many of the nobles just awaiting in carriages and not really paying too much mind. Others that seem to just be talking business specifically, the average day that you used to see as a kid when your mother and father used to drag you down here trying to teach you different trades, and the excitement of when your mother and father got to show you the new trade ship, which is now unfortunately no longer there.
Awful.
At this point, I would imagine also Valis would probably see that your disdain for highbrow merchant talk.
I'm probably just, looking around being like, oh, this is pretty cool. I've probably never been here in my life, even though it's so close to where
for this,
I'm
probably,
a poor boy.
yeah, probably never, ever. Like, you've definitely heard of it. You've never had the chance to ever come to Fukosia Heights, and never even had a chance to see even the nobles here, because they usually barely leave the island.
Alright, fellas, this way. And I walk to my house.
Alrighty. So, as you head back to your house, you do see quite a few carriages going by. You can see a lot of the watch captains and guards that patrol the city and streets, going about. They don't seem to really be getting too close or paying too much attention to you for the time being.
I will pretend like I'm not suspicious. And just walk like I'm supposed to be there.
Alright.
Probably look like a tourist.
Yeah, Valis is probably sticking out a little bit, just in a bit of surprise.
Just my personal guard. Or that.
You do see a few, people kind of going by, like guard captains and other don't really seem to pay attention too much. Though you do see a few nobles kind of like, as they pass by, kind of like point and laugh at Valis for looking with amazement at everything.
Oh, okay.
You say that they point and laugh at you because you have horns.
Horns.
You were expecting a racist angle when in fact they're just making fun of the fact that you're amazed.
Yes.
They seem very amused that you seem so touristy, especially when you're obviously you're supposed to be guarding for what it looks like to be a noble.
Yes, I've been here many times in my life.
Okay.
But Branimir, you do get to your family home, and it's dark.
Yeah, thought it might be. Looking through the windows, has there been any signs of life?
Not for some time. You can see that there's quite a few sections. It looked like maybe there was a brief rush, maybe people panicked. But as you kind of look in, you can see in one of the fireplaces in one of the side rooms, there's old embers in a fireplace. Still like it's been recent, but had possibly recently gone out.
I look under the front doormat to check if the spare key is still there.
It is not, unfortunately.
Okay, I will try knocking then.
Alright. So with that, you can hear someone quickly coming down in a bit of a rush as the door kind of slowly creeps open. And
Hello?
You can still see your family butler.
Oh.
As he quickly looks around and he catches himself a little bit. Come in.
Yep. Palace, come in.
Steps in.
Yep.
So
I'm surprised you're still here.
I had nowhere else to really go, my lord. I'm sorry. They took him after you left.
Yes, I heard as much. How long ago was that?
When the head captain had come here, he read out the conspiracy of piracy, and none of us could believe it. But so enough, there was it had to be about maybe a month ago.
Oh dear. Well, I do need to do something about this, so I came running as fast as I could. Do you know where they took them?
I don't. It's if you can see he thinks for a while. If you're going to attempt to look for them, you might need to try and get word from the Duskgloom family.
And what relationship do I have with that family?
You know that they are the judges and juries.
Oh boy.
They are the big head honcho of many of the courthouses. And usually when they just pass word, the word is passed on, the either damnation or saving of someone else's household or life. And that it's very likely they have papers on where your parents had been taken.
Alright. Thanks for the information. I'll see what I can do about that. See that they are returned to this house.
My lord.
I do apologize. I did not mean for this to happen.
I know you didn't. I always used to see the fire in your eyes when I used to read you those stories. If anything, it's my fault for putting such ideas into your head without warning you of the issues that could arise.
It's okay. It's good to see you again.
Huh. Please come back after you get them, my lord.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some court family to talk to, I guess.
With that, before you get a chance to leave, he's gonna give you just one big hearty hug. Just a little bit of tears streaming down his face. I'm so happy. I thought you were lost to the sea.
No, I've made quite a lot of new friends, special ones. This is Velas behind me.
Thank you for looking after the young lord. I'm a respectable paladin, I see. I thank you for getting him back here safely.
I was confused. Just gonna give half salute, I guess. Is that okay?
Very awkward. I love
it. To me, your friend's butler really likes you for some reason.
Oh no, that was a lie. This is actually my family that we're doing this for.
Oh God. So
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So,
Did you not pick up on that?
you know, I usually
doesn't
don't
matter.
think my friends lie to me as much as they do. It makes sense now. Your family is under arrest because you're a pirate.
Aren't we all? Anyway, I'll be right back. Just, ground, I guess. Don't break anything, please. And
Me?
Yeah, you. Radimir will go upstairs and, like, disguise kit himself.
alrighty. Go ahead and give me a good old deception check with advantage, since obviously you have. Or actually, roll your disguise kit at advantage with your charisma.
Okay.
Obviously. Oh fuck.
Wow.
It's less good.
We'll
but
go with the 31 because jeez.
Okay.
Hot fucking damn. As obviously, you know, with the full ample supplies, you can tell that even though this house is fairly rushed, and obviously your personal butler, Dervin, has been trying to clean up this place as best as he can. It's very hard with such a large manor by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So, as soon as you go to take a bite, you don't realize it until you get like a nice big chunk in your mouth, and it's like, oh, this is wax.
Ooh.
I look to the butler. You guys have any real food?
This way, sir. So he'll lead you to the back kitchen, which is still stocked and has quite a few amenities still.
Oh, good.
You can tell that Dervin has been basically keeping the manor up and running, and still in good quality, as best as he can. But obviously, he still has a selection of food and fresh fruits that are not fake.
I just munch on something. Because, you know, we've been walking around all day.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Radimir, as you get all gussied up and being able to take your sweet time, especially with the full amenities there, you finally have a chance to kind of look at yourself up and down. You look like a completely different person. If somebody were to recognize you, it would probably have to be Dervin. And even then, it would still be a stretch.
Alright, I'll go fetch Valis. Alright, so we're going to go get some information on where my family is. I'll be under the guise of a private investigator sent to investigate their criminal history. You can just keep being my guard, I suppose.
Okay.
Yep. Alright.
Shouldn't we just, like, pay their bail or something like that? You guys are rich, right?
I'm not sure bail is going to cut it. But that's one of the things we could consider once we get more information.
Shrugs.
Alright. See you later, Dervin. Keep the house running.
Of course, my lad. I will eagerly await your return.
Hopefully I will be back with the masters.
Alrighty. start heading out there before we get over to the Duskgloom Manor. Is there anything else in particular that the rest of you will be doing on the other few days that you have in particular in this time?
Trying to build.
Shopping
I mean,
yet.
I still want to know how the dwarven woman reacts to me giving her 60,000 gold after snubbing me off.
But then she looks extremely surprised. Like,
Fuck.
are you? There's no fucking way. Are you from the Nobles Heights?
No, I'll turn I'll like pull my cloak around to show off the mace. I'll be like, do you really not recognize this?
Are you kidding me? There's no way. You couldn't be her.
Why? Why could I not be her?
Because you're so fucking tiny.
Yeah, well, I drank a potion that made me little.
I was going to say, did someone else curse you, but what the fuck?
Yeah, close enough, I guess.
You're more than welcome back here again. I understand they may have kicked you out, but damn, where the fuck did you even run off to?
Here and there, I hung out with some pirates for a while. Their ship exploded. That was fun.
Whoops.
Hanging out with pirates.
Yes, well, to be fair, it wasn't exactly my choice. I just sort of ended up there.
The last I heard, you were stuck in some fucking armor.
Yes, that did take a while to get out of.
How'd you even fucking manage that?
They don't exactly put "this is cursed" labels on top of everything.
Oh. It fucking serves you right. You literally vanished from the fucking face of the earth.
Well, that was the intention.
Good on you, too. Usually they're a little better on tracking you. Alright, I won't be telling him anything. She gives you a sly wink.
I appreciate it. I mean, how many people are gonna believe you that the person they're looking for is 13 years old now?
Probably none of them, but I mean, let's face it. From today, I'm pretty sure we've both been seeing weird shit.
I think my life's been nothing but weird shit since I ran away.
That's fair enough. You definitely have to share with me over a drink.
Sometime. I'm a little busy at the moment.
That's fair enough, considering how much money you're dumping out. Are you planning on having a little fun and revenge?
Maybe eventually. I mean, I ran away because of something I did. It's not exactly revenge until they strike back.
Yeah, that's true enough. Now, I won't keep you. You're always welcome back here. Maybe we could share some stories at some point.
I'll definitely make sure to come visit.
Oh, no one's ever gonna fucking believe me if I talk about this.
Anyway, thank you for the scrolls. I'll be seeing you again sometime.
With that amount of money, I'm pretty sure soon. Go crazy, girl.
And the rest of my time will be spent attempting to transcribe all my scrolls, aside from the level 6 ones that I can't transcribe yet.
Alright.
I will do that in a moment. Grabbing.
Alrighty. And what is the rest of you working on?
Following the bird because he's still shopping.
Yes, I am.
Alright.
I'm not done yet.
Skipping along behind because I got a really cool javelin to come back to.
Wandering around if my repairs are finished, and just seeing if there's anything interesting, I guess.
Okay.
Next,
Sorry.
I need alchemy.
Alrighty. So, go ahead and roll me an investigation to see what kind of alchemy shop you managed to lay eyes upon.
Alright, okay.
I believe I'm helping you look.
Oh no. Do you have a better investigation than I do?
I have a 4.
That's better than mine.
I'm gonna do that at the advantage. I'm gonna help I go to the roll.
Uh-huh.
We find nothing. I did bad.
I mean, you did average. It's a big town. I'm sure we can get what I want.
Roll an 8. Come on.
I mean, you rolled almost average. I can't see.
Alright. Alright. So you find a interesting little shop. Seems to have a strange little black wormling on the sign. It seems to be like holding up another mini sign that's carved into it, called Hildrega's Oils and Elixirs. Looks fairly interesting. You know, you could see inside the. Oh, looks rather ominous. You're not sure if the shop's on fire, but since everyone seems so calm, possibly not, as there's just plumes of black smoke pouring out of the top of the door from inside. As you kind of walk in, you can see a black dragonborn wearing full goggles and handling some kind of viscous liquid in a vial that's extremely bright and mixing it with a few others as it continues down the pipeline. You can see there are various holes in the floorboard, some pieces that look like maybe glass fell over and broke and then kind of just immediately burned through the floor. As she finishes kind of mixing it, you suddenly hear like the mixture is about to blow up before and it just exhales this absolutely terrifying color of green smoke that just kind of like wafts through the room, and it smells like a dead skunk mixed with garbage for a moment before finally mixing back over to what's like a sour lemon and lime, and the sensation is just so overwhelming and intense that you could actually swear that you taste the lemon and lime. It is making your mouth actually pucker.
I don't have a mouth. I have a beak. My beak puckers.
Like, if your beak could pucker, it would be pucker.
The beak shudders.
I just realized I need to buy some magic ink as well.
I was gonna say something about that. I was gonna say cries in pile. Hello.
So with that, You see the Black Dragonborn turn. What? It like slowly raises up the goggle a little bit. Oh, customers. That's right. How? What can I do you for? As she like kind of like slowly pours the rest of the mixture in a little too quickly, and like the stench starts to overwhelm with this rotten dead skunk smell and like sweet tart lemon and lime. It's just like the most disgusting and weird sensation ever to just be kind of washed over by.
I hate the fact that damn knife is extending my senses.
My eyes are watering.
My soul is watering and skating.
That's why I wear the goggles.
This is what you need to leave. The goggles protect your soul?
No,
It wasn't.
so they're not burning.
Just get what you need to leave.
Yeah, sure.
It's crying internally.
I'm crying externally.
It's not internal. Oh, no.
The stench of dead skunk.
Do you have? I'm looking for like smoke bombs.
Oh, I definitely have some of those. And you can tell,
Oh, God.
you're not sure if she's deaf or the fact that maybe it's one too many explosions or she's just a really loud person. How many are you looking for?
I don't know. Like I guess 12 would be good.
Just 12? Alright. Particular sizes? Are these for cannons?
No.
No. By hand.
Alright. So she'll go and start packing up some smoke bombs, right? And you're only getting 12, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. That'll be 600 gold.
Sure.
At this point, you can hear like the Olympical fucking violin and all that is just gurgling violently now.
Oh, God.
It's bubbling.
That's not all right. Here you go. Should probably take cover.
Oh, heck.
Will do.
At this point, you can see what be equivalent to like a welder's mask. She just like pulls it out, puts it down, and like throws on like this very heavy smithing apron that's like clearly acid burn and all these other things.
Oh, God. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get
Yeah.
out, get out.
I pay for my shit and I run.
Yeah, bail. Bailing.
So after you get out, about 6 seconds of running down the street, you hear, and you just see
Oh,
this
heck, is she dead?
huge plume of green and just grotesque smoke just wafting out the door, blocking it entirely.
I can't believe such a psycho is allowed to have a shop.
But just think, right? That was impressive. Imagine what those are gonna do.
I just got smoke bombs though. I mean, they aren't gonna kill people.
No, but
It helped me kill people.
you should get something like that. Do it.
She might be dead.
I mean, Jack.
Fine. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's buy some explosives. Why not?
Oh, yes.
Alright, so going back.
This time I'm covering my beak nose.
Alright.
I will not be demised.
As you go, and like the whole area is just filled with green smoke. Roll me a Constitution save.
I'm going down. I'm going home.
Huh. You sure?
Alright, so you managed to make it to like you feel like your stomach's coming up for a moment. Misky.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the sour, the pucker, the rotting smell that's just like hitting and assaulting and wafting through your whole essence of being right now.
Oh.
Suddenly just Just lose it all over the floor.
Regret. Regret. Ooh.
I also take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck me.
You are the tired.
It's fine.
Hello, you still alive?
What?
Are you still alive?
Yes! Why would I be talking then?
Do you sell explosives?
Yes!
Hand-sized?
A few!
I'd like some.
Okay! Are you looking for any kinds in particular? I have one that burn longer!
What does burning longer have to do with destroying somebody?
Like a bonfire!
Oh, so you light them on fire?
Yeah!
I'll take those.
Okay! You'll be just 5 minutes!
Alright, I'm gonna wait outside.
With this, you can just see she's just like trying to just douse everything that she can. That's currently like burning and just going absolutely all fucking haywire at this point. So obviously you'll be able to get something that equates to 4 times strength alchemist fire and actually has a lasting area.
Okay. How many do I buy?
How many are you looking for? Because each one will cost you about 100.
I mean, I'll buy like 12 of them, sure.
So she happily hits that for you and quickly rushes back. Sorry, I need to handle this. And she's just like,
Sure.
you can see something comes to life from this mixture.
Okay, we're leaving. Come on, Misky.
You just see like this weird acid blob just start undulating to life.
Nah, I don't want to fight. Let's go. Fuck this.
Oh my god. What a fucking psycho.
She's fantastic. I want to keep her.
After you threw up on the floor.
Yeah.
Sorry. Outside looks.
This is fine. I just well ventilated next time.
Well, I have one more stop to make.
Yeah, let's go. Fucking hell. If I die before I get this javelin, I'm gonna be so mad.
You just inhaled a little bit of poisonous fumes. I've seen you missing most of your blood before. You're fine, Misky.
Onwards!
Onward!
My final stop is incredibly simple.
I'm gonna
I just
get
want to
your
find
hair
somebody to make me a helmet. It's almost my hair.
Alright, so that one you'll easily find that someone can make you a bird helmet.
I need to protect my beak from sudden collisions.
You're definitely able to find someone who can do that for a pretty cheap price of 200 gold. It's a little more difficult, but it's definitely like able to shape to your beacon so you can still speak and everything.
Okay, yep. Alright. The beak helm.
Nerd helmet.
Did you just call me a nerd?
Yep.
I'll take it.
Eh.
Anyways, I guess I'm done. Do you want anything else, Misky?
No. I want to go home. I want to sleep, and then I want to make some cannon.
I guess I should go get Ironstride. He did want to meet my family too. I'll see if he's up for it today.
That would be fun.
I don't really know
Do you guys
exactly.
live in a tree?
I'm outside
That's rude.
obtaining the means of
Not here.
production.
Okay, if that's also rude.
I mean, my race did live in trees back when we didn't live. My family didn't live here, but it's different here.
At least I'll welcome you home.
Yeah. Let's hope they didn't end up like Brad's friend's family.
Ooh. I hope
And,
they're still there for
prison.
your sake.
Alrighty. So you're going to retrieve the iron strudel.
You'll
Yeah.
probably find me somewhere trying to get history books.
Give me all your history books.
I want my sons to learn.
So obviously, you're visiting one of the area's many merchants for books and scribes to be able to
Yep.
transcribe as you come.
Trying not to terrify them as much as I can. I guess anyone who knows the Jagger on history would look at me and be like, "Oh fuck!"
So, you do find him, Telrath. The historian who kind of works there is like slowly like restocking books, but staring at it. It's this weird old gray looking man, just like absolutely amazed and looking at Ironstride, like just carefully selecting books.
Hey, Ironstride, how's it going?
I am doing well. I am here to find books on recent history. I feel that my brethren would benefit from some form of education and catch them up to speed on what their deal with the giants are currently.
Can they all read?
I would assume so, yes. Common was a general thing we were built to understand.
Oh, okay, so it's like you were built to understand it. I guess that just kind of makes sense.
Yes, after all, we did serve the elves and the humans.
I bought a gun. It's a pretty nice day for me.
Was that I cut out from everything?
He bought
I
a
was
gun.
just telling you that. I was just telling you about the gun I bought.
That is interesting.
I also bought explosives, smoke bombs, a helmet. So you can see I'm probably wearing it.
Seems you have been busy.
Yeah, have you just been buying books?
I got a tune-up from Notlef, and you look and I'm all shiny and sparkly. So
Hey,
polished and shit.
you waxed your buttocks.
Got right into the cracks.
Got him to wax me.
After a tune-up, I came to find books. Most people just stare at me, however.
You're kind of like the history come to life in a very big way.
This does make sense.
It's basically kind of like a museum is walking around the city. You know, it's a little weird.
I'm not sure if people think I am a threat or not.
Yeah, probably they might. I mean, you are kind of intimidating.
I think some of the guards have been following me as well.
Well, they racially profiled you?
It's likely they have not seen one of my kind in some time. Or at least one that walks by himself.
Yeah, they was selling. Back at the Gold Road, they were selling, you know, different versions of your model. So it is odd. Probably not as odd.
Bookkeeper, have you found those books for me yet?
Yeah, just, he, goes over to the cart and pulls out, like, the fucking 20-some-odd books he can find on it.
How much will they be worth?
They're just a gold a piece.
So just 20 gold for the lot then.
Yeah. Yes. Where did you come from? It's like, you can tell that this historian is just like fascinated by you.
I came from the Gagaron warfront.
The actual wolf. How much
Yes.
do you remember?
Not as much as I would like.
Do you have time? I would love to interview you.
Do we have time? I look at Telrath.
Brav is left. I mean, we're going to be here for about 2 days. I mean, if you want to talk to him, we can visit my family tomorrow. I was going to ask you about that, but it's cool if we wait a day.
Very well then. If I give you some details, could you consider a discount on the books?
I would give them for free if I could interview you for the day.
I will give my best recollection of the events that unfolded, if that is the case.
Oh, that's fantastic. Please come over here. And do you need a drink, a cup of tea, or anything for your friend?
I do not require sustenance.
He's asking for me, Ironstride.
Do you require anything?
I'll take tea.
Please. I'd love to talk to both of you. So the old man will end up probably kidnapping you guys for the day with interview questions. Alrighty, and so we'll jump back over to Vladimir, where we're going to change maps briefly.
Oh,
Ruh-roh. It's never good news.
Ignore
prepare for combat.
Ignore the evasive size.
Where the fuck am I?
Give me just 2 seconds here.
You won't get any royalties. this is Ponzi scheme. He
Ah.
interviews-
So,
Can I just toss down my token so I can see?
hold on, you'll be able to see anyway.
Okay.
Because
Just check.
for this map being this big, I did not want to bother dynamic lighting it, since I figured
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
this situation. So, as you approach Vladimir in your disguise, you can see the 2 guards out front of the Duskgloom Manor. As they look at you a little bit questioning, but show respect. Like, oh, good evening, my lord. Do you have business with the Lord Duskgloom or his wife?
Yes, I wish to speak to the lady of the house.
Very well. He'll go inside for a brief moment. And he's actually going to ring the bell. You can see a butler inside. Quickly comes up and, obviously, exchange of words. And also inside, I will reveal this much. Seeing up the stairs and more. You can see
That's so nice.
You see what looks to be possibly the watch captain who is responsible for this manor. Butler quickly goes upstairs and before bringing down the information as he goes over and he will actually respectfully come out to greet you himself. My apologies, but the lady is having a bath. If it is urgent, you can wait in one of the guest rooms.
Very well, I shall wait.
So, he will happily start leading you into the manor. Please, this way. Is it a matter of trade, so I can inform the lady, so she doesn't take too much time? I understand business is urgent.
It is not trade, I am a private investigator sent to get the details of the Branbury case.
Ah, I see. So that reveal those things. Might as well just reveal all that as he continues on down. Is there anything in particular that you would like to have? I can understand the trek here has probably made you a bit peckish.
No, just some tea will do for me and my personal guard.
Very well. As he continues on over through the walls, you see all the beautiful marble, all the various guest rooms and bedrooms. You can hear quite a few maids and other butlers and even a few other guards that patrol the grounds are going around. And he comes over to you, waves a hand out to the side. Please wait in this room. Be sure to bring some drinks. Just quench your thirst for the time being. If you need anything else, he points to a bell on one of the side tables. Just ring that, and someone will come as quick as possible.
Very good.
So with that, he'll disappear for a little bit. Come back with a selection of drinks on an actual full drink cart. So he'll obviously have various mixes, some alcoholic, others that are clearly just a fresh pot of tea. Anything in particular that you are seeking for the time?
Just the tea.
So, with that, he will happily wait off to the side, just awaiting for the lady, as butlers usually do, just waiting if you require anything.
Okay.
So, after a little bit, you can hear the click of heels on the marble coming from the western direction of the manor, before you see the well-known Valerie Duskgloom approach into the room and dismiss one of her maids, and walks in a very proud stance. And the Lady Baroness Valerie Duskgloom, and gesture out to you right over. Good evening. Might I have the name of those investigating the matter that my husband has dealt with?
Greetings, milady. I am Winter, a private investigator sent to deal with the Branbury case. I was hoping you could lead me in the right direction.
Well, many matters of that, depending on those court cases, you would most likely have to deal with my husband, unless there's something in particular you feel I might be able to assist you with in that matter.
Well, not much, milady. I need to interrogate them, so I was hoping that you or your husband would have the information on where they're currently being held.
As to where they're currently being held right now, I'm not particularly privy to. Though I do understand that the intensity of the charges, especially on piracy and the search for their son, still continuing on.
I see.
Yes, it's an unfortunate matter that many of them had saved up for so long and had a particular business. You can see she's actually very disgruntled and upset, even having to call what your family had best trade into business.
Oof. Okay. I'm not here to deal with their son. I just need to talk to them. Do you know? Okay.
Well,
Who can I talk to that will have that information then?
you might be able to pry it from my husband's lips after he is finished enjoying his game with the Lordship Grandero. They do particularly like not to be disturbed on those matters. It may be a little while, you might have to wait an entire day, but if you're patient enough, you might be able to catch him before the end of the night, before he has his nightcap. We do have plenty of guest rooms if you'd like to stay.
Well, I suppose I will have to stay. Cannot leave here without that information, so...
Understandable. I do have a bit of curiosity. On whose behalf, or is it in particular of the family, for this investigation? Which court do you represent and party of interest?
I was actually hired to be from an anonymous investigator. They wish to not be named.
Roll deception.
I mean, it's not untrue.
Oof.
But I mean, he is essentially trying to, pass off that he was hired at all, and he's the actual person.
Yeah.
Respectable. I will be sure to have my husband informed. I will see you at dinner tonight, I assume?
Very well then. I humbly accept the guest rooms.
Very good. We do have a spare bedroom in the servants' quarters, if you prefer. We don't like having bodyguards in the nobles' quarters.
I will respect your wishes.
With that, you see her quickly clap, and one of the housemates come around. Olivia, please show our guest of honor to his personal quarters. And she looks over to the butler. Firth, please make sure the good man is comfortable. So, with that, she gives you a polite bow. I will speak with you
Thank
later
you,
tonight.
Yes, we shall meet again.
And so, she'll go back to her business. As place her real quick. The lie intensifies.
Far been deep now.
So, as the maid will show you the way, I will reveal the various rooms that you pass through. Heading up. Which I can just reveal this one as well. Which obviously, as she leads you through the side room, you can see there are a few other guests here as well. You are not the only manor guest for the time being.
Alright.
So bump up to the second floor. Yes, there are so very many floors. Up to here, which you would also see as you pass by. It seems like a priestess practicing a sermon as a maid listens, just to see if it's in full and respectful taste for the current circumstance, especially for those who will be possibly attending the guest dinner here as well.
Okay.
And then down to this hall as well. Which obviously you'll have your guest room way the fuck up here. Excuse me while I kidnap your tokens for a moment.
Oh wow.
Well,
I'd live here. That's pretty.
How many floors does this place have?
well, as Olivia is escorting you through the various floors, you do pass a dragonborn maid as well. And as she shows you to the room and all the various accoutrements. In total, there are 3 floors, plenty of guest rooms, as well as the entire eastern wing for many of the servants and any other nobles who bring servants here.
Very impressive.
I will be sure to inform Duskgloom of how much you've enjoyed seeing the manor. There are moments where I could give you a brief tour of the areas that are not in use. If you're looking for the main dining hall, it'll be further down the hall, on taking a right, and then the first door on your right.
Very well then.
And she'll give you a polite bow, and you can see the same kind of silver and glass bell on one of the side tables as well, before she starts heading off to continue her duties in Duskgloom Manor.
Okay.
So, as I now get to kidnap Valus for a moment.
Yes,
Bye, Fred.
take me to the pleb quarters.
We're only gonna find a Brad by seeing Valus.
Probably.
And then be like, we're like, with that fucking disguise check, well, we're not gonna be able to figure out what. And I guess, I mean, we know his average height, you know, build, so I mean, we'd probably be able to kind of guess.
Average height.
No, I'm wearing heels.
He's in your Valus.
Alrighty. So, as the butler is escorting you, Valus.
Pablo did it.
He killed Valus.
Oh no.
You can actually see, as you get to about here, the guard captain will actually go to stop you for a while. Don't worry, I could show him to the room. The butler just kind of gives a polite bow, and the goes to start tending to other duties. As the guard captain looks at it, fully anointed, I see. Come on. We can share some stories. I've had to protect the Duskgloom family for years.
Ruh-roh.
So it's actually my first time doing anything like that.
Oh.
Just taking a break from the usual, you know,
Please.
fighting and stuff.
Come on, I'll show you where they have some of their better drinks. At this point, he goes to start showing you a little bit of a different direction to the usual spacings. So, as you're going along, so what have you been doing with the order for so long that you decided to finally take a reprieve and break to start protecting some nobles?
Well, the church isn't doing too well. Don't really have enough manpower to go on hunts anymore, so just taking the easy jobs.
Yes, it's unfortunate, especially with the recent pirate attack that's happened. I heard they ended up stealing one of the more magnificent ships that they've recently developed. Truly saddens me that our military might has fallen that much, but I'm sure it'll be back up in no time. With that, he'll open up one of the side doors and start heading through. And you can see it leads outside for a brief moment. You can see one of the groundskeepers is tending to the yard and just making sure it's fairly clean as it leads out to what appears to be kind of like the back kitchen and eatery, as you could smell the nicer foods wafting from it. And here, this is why we could truly relax without having to worry about acting proper. So, as he opens it on up, you can see someone else is currently finishing out one of their meals. As he leads you in and over to one of the larger casks, grabs a couple of tankards and fills them up. Yeah. Here. Don't be bashful. A lot of the nobles are currently visiting, just in merchant and trade deals. Turns out many of them had bought the business of what I overheard you were investigating for the time being. Truly unfortunate for the Brandenberry family. A lot of my men enjoyed visiting their establishments, if you know what I mean.
I'm sure they'll reopen. Under new management, of course.
Ah, yes. I know that some of the more questionable ones, especially Dandero, is particularly savvy. I know he's been looking after that properties, well, for quite some time and eager to purchase them. Nonetheless, I guess he finally got that chance. Though I could definitely say it was I could see why you're investigating. I heard the court case was pretty cut and dry for a little bit there, before they were sent back out. Thankfully, no death penalty for now, for what I heard.
I'm just gonna shrug, like I basically know nothing about this. Like, I'm just here to escort this guy. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just here to look after this guy and make sure he doesn't get stabbed.
That's fair enough. Plenty of noble
Couldn't
families.
care much about their whatever this business is.
Oh, that's understandable. I know a good portion of people who tend to have bad merchants disappear, as he does like a little air quote. Nonetheless, I do hope that's not what had happened with his family. Overall, those families, they were very kind. They were rather excited to finally get their fingers into the trading game for the heights, but most of all, finally being able to compete with the other noble houses even further. I know there was a good chance that they would even wash out many of the others in the competition of trade. Their names were already so well known.
It's gonna like stare at my drink. But I haven't. Velas doesn't drink. He doesn't know what to do. It's very awkward. Like, I was basically thinking, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go in, say nothing. And this guy's like pushing me, you know.
I don't know. Sharing guard stories.
Just gonna start drinking.
Alright.
Come in, drink.
Peer pressure. Alright.
Yeah, peer pressure.
He's got to fit in with all the cool kids.
It's poison.
So, obviously, it'll be a little while. The guard captain, Murgol, as he will finally tell you his name.
Murgle.
Pretty much. Mirgol. As you're continuing to talk for a while, gets to be fair late afternoon. Let me quickly grab a few more of the nobles here that would be attending. As it does get to be a little later in the evening. It would be about the time that you would easily tell Brandenberg that it's just about dinner time, and you can even hear a few people passing by in the hallway and getting ready. In which you would actually see Olivia return as she kind of knocks on the door frame a little. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Dinner is ready, servant.
Excellent. Lead the way.
So, as she fake nose pops off, as she continues to lead you down the line, she goes on to tell you about the meal that they'd be having with the overall over the top, kind of seafoods, a few pieces of hog and some other particular favorites of the Lord, which is kept on the grounds as well. The kind of almost a elk-like deer that has a little bit more game, but very good in savoring. The various drinks that they have on selection for the night as well.
Vladimir pretends to be interested.
Alright. So, with that, she'll lead you over and...
Look at all those dudes! Alright.
As you enter in, you do see the various nobles all sitting at the table. Many very eagerly awaiting to see who the new noble is, and you easily recognize the much more heavy-set man who is sitting between the two other women. One is a halfling woman that seems to have a almost the shadow-like serpent that seems to be coiled around her shoulders at all times and constantly watching everyone else. And a particular drow woman, even though you can see the deep hues and blues, overall very beautiful, elegant curves, soft silken dress, long silver hair, you could tell is she's paid attention to and probably had servants, brush every single day. You could see the lordship, Lalosk Duskaloom, in his full regality, his nicer dressed clothes to obviously show off a little bit more. You could tell this wasn't just a normal dinner date, as probably a business dinner date, as well as his wife Valerie Duskaloom, which you can also see another man dressed in finery himself, a little bit better. The cane that obviously the butler had tucked aside with a few other in the holder, as others are continuing to come out from the side and serve the various pieces of food and drinks before finally having a moment to finally discuss and speak with you. So, I do welcome you, good Winter. My wife has informed me of what you are currently after. This beautiful small lady here is Lady Cogran. She has dealt with many of the trade merchants who seek items of magical mishaps and properties, but has also in fair helps of trade. The rather robust fellow, Durston Grandaro, as you can see, he kind of like puffs up a little bit bigger and just kind of like ruffles the fur on his coat. The now proud owner of many of the old properties of the Brandeberry family.
I see.
And Madame Cherish, who has come to us from many of the mining operations and dealing with the finery and ores that we need to deal with, as well as precious interest of gemstones, if any such business catches your fancy, my good sir. Never too soon or too late to start investing with other business people, if you catch my drift. And he waves a hand to the man next to you as well, and Paval Glog. There's as he goes to hold up his hand, I run many of the wineries and meaderies around the area, and I've managed to procure many of the fine drinks for tonight. I figured this would be a greater time than any to maybe purchase one or two other properties from Grandera, seeing how he's feeling a little bit more generous to get my hands on some of those more precious properties that have become so popular.
I am humbled to be in such excellent company.
Please enjoy yourself. I'm sure your friend who's accompanying you is getting this shame treatment.
I'm sure.
At the at this point, you could see Valerie kind of, rolls her eyes just a touch out of sight, but you could see her husband kind of catches it and gives her a little bit of a glance. Well, I know business and dinner doesn't always mix, but better the time now than ever.
I am simply seeking some information. No property or anything to go around. I am a private investigator trying to solve the Branbury case. As you told.
At this point, you can hear Grandara just like immediately interrupts. That family, they were questionable from the start. Disrespectful, never trusted other businessmen, never let them in on their secrets or shared in the trade. It doesn't surprise me that they were confirmed for conspiracy of piracy so easily. A little
Actually, sir, this could be helpful. Could you tell me more?
Oh yes, I used to see their son and the merchant yards just always disrespecting proper business and politics of trade. Many of the other ships that quickly came into port and didn't want to be bothered by it. They were always trying to seek out better trade and to outdo the other families. Disrespectful, I say. You should always be in a company with your peers and be able to share your business information a little. Some secrets between each other. Like how me and Duskgloom have managed to do. There's no way to build a better trade business. But nonetheless, I heard the stories, especially from the other trade ships that I handle there. The son showed up one night and gave away the secrecy to piracy. Him and his friends just all quickly whisked up to the ship and ferried it away, off into the sunset. Threw everyone else overboard who didn't want to be a part of it and left them there on the dock. No job, no future, nothing.
I see.
So
Very
disrespectful.
helpful, thank you.
With that, you can hear Gorgorin kind of pipe on. Sounds like he had too many adventure stories put into his head. With that, you can see Lalosk is kind of looking at her. Nonetheless, I did have to pass judgment on them, but either way, dealing with many of the court matters of myself, my wife informed me that you need to speak with them. Unfortunately, the court case had finished out. Nobody would be able to reach them in any manner, as I wasn't even very sure to which prison that they were personally sent to. I gave them the verdict, but it depends on where the jailers decide to send them.
Why would they be cut off like that?
I'm not very sure, but I would imagine many of the governors of the small nobles province, I'm sure you well and know, wouldn't be particularly happy to know that he's harboring pirates within many respectable houses, and especially to have their trade coming in. The ill-gotten goods would besmirch everyone's name here. I'm sure he thought they had to be dealt with quickly. Right. At this point, you could just kind of hear a little bit of a finger tap from Valerie, his wife, from across the other
I
end of
look
the town.
over.
You can tell there's a little bit of disdain as he kind of goes on about this.
Well, I am getting closer in my investigation. Do you know where I can find these jailers then? Maybe they can point me in the right direction.
Yes, I'll point you there, but don't expect them to be able to give you too much information. They, obviously once a verdict is given, unless you go through the proper channels, you wouldn't be able to work your way around it without a proper writ.
Nevertheless, I must try. 'Tis my job.
Of course. As he goes in, he waves for the butler. Go to my study, and in the Branderberries section of files, there should be 4th cabinet holder on the right. And he quickly gives a polite bow and goes to head out of the room for the time being. At this point,
Fourth cabinet on the right, you see.
At this point, you can see Cherish is a little interested. So, what other cases have you investigated, Sir Winter? I'm truly curious now. You must lead a rather interesting life and have a good deal of knowledge of many other matters.
I mostly deal in pirate cases. Acts of piracy, I investigate those.
Oh, that's fascinating. So how many have you managed to confirm for piracy? You could see like a little bit of a smirk on her face as she just kind of like swirls her drink and looks at you from across the table.
Not that I'm counting, but dozens perhaps.
What was your particular favorite one? Obviously with the details you can share.
Well, there's this one fellow that pretended to be the famous pirate Blackbeard reincarnated. That was an interesting case.
Oh, I heard that one passed on a long time ago. What a fool for him to think he could hold up to such a name.
Yes, he is actually very mentally ill and actually did believe he was Blackbeard. A sad case.
So, with that, as the dinner continues on, you can hear them discussing business matters a little bit more. Valus, as all this is going on, because obviously you've been kept for a while. We're going. Well, I will be retiring for the night, good man. I should show you to your quarters.
Alright.
So, allow me to open up a little bit more of the runway of where you're heading. So he'll lead you back into the main building. To the stairwell. Up to the 2nd floor. Which he will part ways with you at a much nicer section of the building, as he does kind of kidnap you to the I'll kidnap your turn for a moment. As he's leading you through, you can see many of the other butlers and maids are clearly getting cleaned up, eating, finishing out the rest of their duties, getting prepared for the next. As he brings you up to the 2nd floor, a much nicer view of the Manor's gardens just out back. As he does lead you to the next floor up to. Oh my god. To the bedroom, you can see what looks like maybe someone else's personal guard. Another tiefling who just kind of looks over and sees you, kind of glares at your sword for a moment, but then kind of watches your mannerisms.
My mannerism.
Mm-hmm. You can tell she's studying you harshly.
Yeah, I notice she exists and then walk into my room.
Alright.
Is it this one here?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice room, lol.
I need to check something.
Alright. So
There's no windows, right? This one door.
there are 3 windows.
Okay.
This little right there, leading out to the rooftops and so forth, as well as the stairs just in front of your door. If you ever curious, one of the maids had informed me your friend will be up the stairs. If you take the door on the right and immediately left down the hall, it would be the 3rd door on the right of the 2nd hallway.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Thanks for the drink.
Good night. With that, he'll leave you to your devices and head off to his own quarters, which you could tell are on this floor as well. So.
I don't have anything that... I don't have any sort of wards or anything, sort of spells, so... I'm just gonna hope I don't get attacked in my sleep. You know, by demons and stuff.
Or, you
No,
know, have
they
your...
wouldn't do it, but... People, like, literally watch me all the time when I sleep so I don't get attacked by demons.
Or what
So
about that
sleeping away is-
70,000 gold sword you're sleeping with?
What about it?
What about people just walking in there and just being like, excuse me?
Butt stuff. Sword is for butt stuff.
I mean, not much I can do about that other than not sleep. Which I don't know if I would do.
If you give me 2 seconds, but take a 5-minute break. I need to break away for a moment.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Telrath crashes through the window and summons his army of berserkers.
Oh fuck.
And starts walking through all the walls.
And then after we brutally murder everybody who lives in this mansion, I start portable pulling all their expensive furniture to go sell on the black market.
Okay, y'all, what do you think I should do?
I honestly have been talking so much fucking banter with Telrath that I have
noticed.
not been paying much attention.
Yeah.
I have been paying attention, and I mean, honestly, that would really just seem like you don't really need to stay here past when they tell you about who the fucking jailer dudes are.
Yeah, get your information and get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Run, boy, run.
Well,
I mean, that's just
They're
my
trying to
opinion.
catch you.
it
First of all,
seems
keep
rude
it
to
in
not
mind.
stay the night.
What do you care about rudeness? You're
You're
a
a fake
pirate.
person. You're literally a fake person right now. You can just leave and change
And you're doing the
disguises.
rudest thing possible, which is invading under the guise of someone else.
But what if they get suspicious?
Who are they gonna blame?
You're
Yeah.
suspicious already.
Ethan Bradbury?
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, I'm Ethan Bradbury.
Ethan Bradbury?
It's like stands up at the dinner table and rips off mustache. It was me the whole time.
Oh, the Bradbury. Not Ethan, but Brad Bradbury.
They're like, who? I don't recognize you. You were just talking about me. Oh, I don't know. You didn't look like that before. Look at this fucking idiot ripping off
Who's
his
this
mustache.
man at my table?
God,
Who's this woman at my
homeless.
table? They all think Brad is a woman because he has dainty little hands.
Shut the fuck up. You can't catch these hands.
I'm just glad I bought a sniper rifle.
Yeah, what does
So
it do?
excited
What
to
kind of
see
sniper
you.
rifle do you have?
I don't know, he didn't really give me any stats.
Oh,
I bought it purely based off of the idea that it has a longer range than a longbow. That was my main purchasing point.
I can't wait to see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get a book called Firearms for Dummies from the guy as well. Otherwise I'd blow my hands off.
Quick, just do some test firing on me. Are you proficient with firearms?
No, that's the point. Josh basically sold me a book that lets me become proficient.
I was gonna say, then you could just, test fire it on me while I keep running around in circles.
Ping, ping, ping.
Ping, ping,
so does
pong.
Teleworth have 4 limbs and also wings? Or
Yes.
No,
Okay.
he has 2 arms, 2 legs, then he has 2 separate wings that come out of his back.
Okay, good to know.
And he has hands on the end of his wings.
You have 4
Like a
hands.
wyvern.
The fuck are you smoking? Your hands on the end of your horn.
I've only got 2 hands, but you best be ready to fucking catch him.
It's just like you go through like a really sassy phase, and you're just start like backhanding people like talk back to you, and they just die. And you're like,
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys think I should screw the lusty Argonian maid before I go?
Yeah, hell yeah.
dude, go for the
That'll
slam.
go well. How's the disguise gonna hold up?
Not.
Did you put makeup on your penis?
It's got a little beanie on it.
That's a Bradbury dick. Get him.
It's a tiny hipster. Get him.
I'd recognize that penis style anywhere.
He's got like a dick mustache.
Oh my god.
It's like
Mustache.
twirled and everything.
His dick is like shaped like an arrowhead.
What?
The famous Bradbury penis. That's him, alright. He penetrated me with that thing, alright.
I felt the shape of it.
Oh my god.
Like, as you put it in, he holds on to you like, I know who you are.
I never forget a penis.
What the fuck?
The lost Yelkonian maid never forgets a dick.
Never.
I feel like they might be a little bit angry with you though for having sex with a maid.
Well, I would
I'm
think
sure it's expected.
Yeah, it's like you're giving them a tip, but you're giving them your tip.
I feel like what you just said is worse than any piracy we've committed. Basically, what you just advocated is forcing yourself upon people less powerful than you because they're there.
But most people are less powerful.
I mean, speaking from a purely time-accurate standpoint, you are definitely right. That would probably be fucking expected. And in fact, they would probably be like, "Oh, good. I'm glad that they liked my maid so much that they forced her down."
Okay.
Well, I mean, from a time-accurate standpoint, yeah.
The 3rd time this week I've needed to get my maid an abortion. Business is looking up.
From my own moral standpoint, it's incredibly disgusting.
From a business perspective, however.
So you going in Viz and stealing these files from the
Oh, you bet I am.
fourth cabinet to
He's going in this and going up to the maid.
Just, well, actually, yeah, it's too bad you don't have a portable hole or a bag of, bag.
Except I do have a bag of holding.
Oh, you do, good. Well, then just
Yeah.
fucking steal all of his files.
You guys remember from like my 3rd episode when
The
we're
bloody bag of holding.
we're at the Bone Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. FYI, never take a dip in a bowl of blood. It is never generally safe.
Yeah, I got my ass knocked out by the big statue holding it off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a very good life rule is to not fight in a breath.
I've had a bag of holding this whole time and never used it. How does that make you feel?
Angry.
Hate you.
Fine, because you have a portable hole.
It's not fine, because it's not like he needs a portable hole. He finds holes and he goes and then sticks his Bradbury dick in them.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could I borrow your body for a second? I need to.
Could I
stash some
borrow your
files.
portable hole?
I need to use your cooch to stash some sensitive files.
Some sensitive information. I have a data stream I need to give you.
What the fuck? Alright.
Yeah, Josh, you just missed out on us discussing how to best utilize a woman to smuggle files.
Oh god. Alrighty then. So, obviously, the dinner will finish out just fine.
Excellent.
Hear a few more discussions. You know, a couple of the other nobles trying to get you to invest with them and start business dealings.
I politely say no whenever I can.
Alright. So, with that, at the end of the night, obviously, you be escorted back to your room, as the Lord will tell you. Yes, the list that you are going to get made will tell you. I'll be sure to get you those files before you end up leaving to speak with the jailers.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So,
And I will ask to not be disturbed.
Alright. So, Olivia will be respectful of that and be sure to inform the others until you are calling for them.
Okay, and then I leave the door opened just a little bit, and then I turn invisible.
Alrighty. So, as you do so, you can see a few people obviously go by for a brief moment before the end of the night, and then as the rest kind of finishes out, able to get everything to yourself for the time being.
Okay, I'll step out into the hallway and close the door.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna walk into the Lord's office or whatever, wherever that servant got the files.
Alrighty then. Go ahead. Roll me an investigation, because obviously you saw him heading down the left section.
Okay.
So you have a little bit of a difficulty navigating this large manor. But do you check every door on your way out?
Yeah, I think I do.
Alrighty. So, as you go to pass by, you could see the Dragonborn maid sitting outside calmly, seeming like she's reading something. Go ahead and roll me stealth. Or actually,
stealth too.
did you? I was about to say, did you roll for greater invisibility?
Nope, just regular invisible.
All right, so stealth at advantage.
Because greater only lasts for a minute.
So, as you're going by, and you can see her sitting by the door, you see that she kind of picks up on something, kind of looks down the hall, like, quizzically. But as she
I will
kind of goes
cast minor illusion to make the sound of a cat outside of a window.
That would drop your invisibility, wouldn't it?
Oh, wait,
It
maybe. Fuck. I would not do that. That is a spell.
Wow.
I do it
Use your
myself.
French bow.
Yeah.
Alright. So, obviously, as you're probably, like, partway here in the hall, you know, she gets up to look around a bit, kind of looks out the window at the many terraces here. Just kind of looking around curiously. Which you can see.
Oh, this is the bathrooms.
But you can tell that she's just wondering what that sound was and not very sure herself. So she'll, after about a few seconds, will head back to sit down at the chair just outside the room that she was watching over.
Alright, I give a sigh of relief and I keep going.
Alrighty. So. So, as you get to this one, do you check this one as well?
Yep.
You go ahead and grab the handle, and it's locked.
Okay, I checked the one after that then.
Checking the next door after that. That one is currently open. Shows
Okay.
a small study section. Doesn't look to be of too much significance. Looks like it leads into a much larger section of the house.
Is there any way to get outside?
You do see a windowsill.
Open?
Doesn't look like the window is currently open.
Is it locked?
You check and the window opens with relative ease.
Okay, cool. Get out onto the roof of this and look inside this room.
Alright. So, inside, you could see what looks like some kind of high noble elven woman asleep in her bed. But you
Well.
did not see her at the dinner.
This is not the room I'm looking for. No, no kidnapping. I go back in.
Alright.
I'll
And
keep
into the
searching rooms.
larger expanse here, you see a magnificent library. There's just rows and rows and rows of books lining the walls here.
Okay.
And
Don't need any of that.
And, by the way, those stairs in the middle of the room actually do go up.
Well, I'm gonna check this room first.
Alright, so as you grab onto the handle for this one is currently locked.
Alright. How about this window then?
Alright, check the window. Easy enough to open it and head onto the roof.
Okay. Is there a window I can peek through on this side?
Yes, there is, in which you can see that this is the noble's study.
Jackpot.
Which he is currently asleep in his beautiful bed that has the nice overhang terrace.
Can I open one of these windows?
As you try to open them, you can see a little latch that keeps them closed.
Of course. I will dimension door it inside.
Alright. You dimension door inside the room. Their invisibility will drop.
Yep. He doesn't wake up, does he?
He does not.
Cool.
So, as you are doing this, you do find his study has the full breach table, the multiple drawers going down on the left and right side. One smaller drawer in the middle, you can tell, meant for a couple of parchment papers, as well as the full desk, which is actually currently covered over by a main drawdown cabinet.
And I remember from the dinner conversation, fourth cabinet from the right.
You do, but currently, as you do look at it, you do see that there is a lock on the draw cabinet that comes down.
Ruh-roh. I don't have anything for that.
So,
Okay.
as you are, taking your time trying to figure a way into this, you kind of look at it. The Lord himself is sleeping. But after a brief moment, you can hear someone. Sounds like they run up the stairs just outside the door, and you do hear some knocking on the door. My lord, are you all right?
Go invisible.
With that, you hear the key hit the lock. At this point, the Lord quickly gets up, and as she quickly comes in, you can see a tiefling woman looking around. The alarm spell was tripped. Are you all right, my lord?
Motherfucker.
Goes over and checks on it. Like, yes, I'm fine. Like, tries to cover himself up more decently. As she's looking around, and you can tell she's trying to make heads or tails of this. Bradimir, you're invisible.
Yes.
But she turns around, points a blade in your direction. Reveal yourself now. And we'll leave off there till next week.
Rest in fucking pieces.
We'll miss you, dude.
Guess I'll die.
No, I like that idea. Dimension door. No, I like it better. Die.
Guess I'll die.
Oh, dude.
I never got my javelin.
You'll get your job.
I'm still telling an old man stories.
Don't worry, we're in the
You
future.
are an old man telling stories.
Oh, I'm the oldest man telling the oldest story. I'm older than most elves managed to make it.
Alright, you got your javelin like a whole day ago.
It's true.
Yeah, me and
Oh,
Brad are
true
in the
that. At this
future.
point in time, I already have it. Like, that's fine. That's fine.
This
No,
is
you need to
Australian
go back
time.
to
It's going
Amanon
one day
lady.
in the future.
You guys could change the pause for us right now.
Possibly.
Yeah, I punched through the wall.
Josh,
Yes.
what are the gun stats? I wish to record it before I forget.
I need to get those for you real quick.
I need to become Caldeer.
Birdier. Cowbird. Calzone.
Pasta answer.
Yeah.
And the best part is that Caldeer was literally going to get flight speed at the end of that last session. So it's like, I am just becoming Caldeer.
God. Defeated by a level 1 ritual.
I can't
Okay.
believe you did not expect that. Like, I honestly can barely believe you didn't go, hey, what if they're using a level 1 spell?
Even if they were, what am I supposed to do against that?
Do you have Dispel Magic?
I do.
Nah.
Smack it.
Alright.
You literally just answered your own question. What am I supposed to do against that? Like, use
Magic.
spells?
God, man.
But
Can't counter magic with magic. That's improbable.
insane.
They
Do
really
alarm
should-
spells get triggered if you dispel them?
Probably not.
I'd assume that would be the point of dispelling it, would be that it didn't. I mean, it
Yeah.
could be kind of backwards if it did.
It's true.
You see, then there'll be no point to ever dispelling it. I mean, the dispelling effect would remove the magic entirely, which would also remove the alarm's triggering effect, obviously. So,
Alright. So,
I'm ready.
your current firearm is +1 magical.
Okay.
It is 2d10 piercing damage,
Oh yeah, I already like this.
and it does shoot out to 800 feet max range. 400 for minimum.
I have sharpshooters, so 800 is the only range that really matters.
Yep. At which obviously you would have to affix a spyglass to get full maximized draw distance for that. But
A good point also buy a spyglass.
yes. But you can easily do that, and obviously, Misky, your javelin, your beautiful coral javelin, with the nice, beautiful light blue glow and the pink coral going all over. Nice little,
Hello.
the nice little coral trident tip with the beautiful reefs kind of going up with the smooth seaweed for the handle piece to grab onto.
Ah.
So, and obviously that's +1. And to call it back, you could do once per turn. So if you throw it, you can call it back, throw it again. But
So I can use both my attacks and at least call it back once to be able to throw it again, and then that's it.
correct. But
Ah.
it'll always come back to you.
It has to have command word, doesn't it?
Yes, it's the command word that you decide.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for Brad to be thrown in prison along with his family.
Not sure
I
what
mean,
to
at least
do.
they'll all be together.
I would-
She's just pointing a knife in that general direction, hoping someone's.
Yeah, she hasn't seen you yet.
Yeah, I mean, like she.
Just don't
Josh
breathe.
said
said
she's
she
looking
made
at
eye
me.
contact.
She's looking
Yeah,
at
is she making eye contact with me or
She's
not?
looking
small
dead in
room.
your direction, like she knows you're there.
But like,
Because she's
eye
smart.
contact is important.
Eye contact, no.
Who drew on her face?
The pool.
Oh,
A pool noodle.
I was just drawing. She's like looking directly at.
Yes,
Look at that.
No, what you do is...
is it the
I'm getting
gone
lasered.
eye?
I die.
No, it's fine, it's fine. She's actually... Excuse me.
Her thought sensors went off and you
That
were
way.
there.
Oh, Jesus.
The correct answer here is to escalate it even further and
Be in
start
line.
casting
Be
enchantment
in line.
spells.
What a great idea.
Quick.
No, just charm.
Expand the picture so he knows the hotness that's about to hunt her.
Oh, she's not wearing clothing.
Just slam your way out of that.
Classic.
That's fine. She looks like she's blind. She don't know shit.
Look at that cataracts.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
it's
but
fine, fine.
you should just fuck her into submission.
What a great idea.
There's already a bed, like, right next to her. In fact, the
This
ottoman
guy
would
can
do.
just watch.
Yeah.
My word, what a fantastic show.
Now this is service.
Now this is hard.
God.
How did they know I liked being cocked?
So does this staircase here connect with that staircase right next to that room?
For the one that you're currently at?
Like, does the staircase right in front of my room, is that like connected to this? Is that how she got there in like 10 seconds?
Connects with the upper floor, which obviously I could show you here.
Okay.
Which
Alright, fun game.
Fun game. Hitched. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep at fun session.
It's a good plan.
Have a good night. Have a good night, Bandit buddy.
Spine crushed. But my heart is full.
I'm fluid.
Like this little bitch uses alarms. Just die like a man.
Die like a man. You killed my family! You did!
Man, I sure hope Vela sleeps in his armor.
Oof.
I mean,